Welcome to Let's Do It 5.4. This is a pretty short little LDI that actually introduces a problem that we will study again later, so probably its main purpose is more to introduce the problem than anything else, but let's go through it. Consider a study to compare two antibiotics for treating strep throat in children, amoxicillin and cefadroxil. At one center for this study, 23 children who met the study entrance criteria and whose consent was given were randomly assigned to one of two treatment groups. One concern is that age of the child might influence the effectiveness of the antibiotic. The ages of the children in each treatment group were given below. Calculate the mean, the median, and the mode for each of the two treatment groups. How do the two groups compare with respect to age? Okay, so let's go ahead and get out our calculator to do this. So we're going to do this in L1 and L2 respectively. So go into Stat, go into Edit, and then let's clear out the last LDI from L1, and we're going to go ahead and enter in the number of children. There should be 11 in L1 and 12 in L2. Okay, so I'm going to move my calculator over here for a moment so I can see the numbers. Let me get it over there. There we go. So let's see, L1 is going to be the amoxicillin group, so we've got 14, 17, 11, 10, 11, 14, and I'll slide on back over here so I can see after number 14 there. Then we got what? 9, 12, 8, 10, and 9. Okay, good. So, yeah. Oh, got a typo when they're done. I didn't hit an enter on that. 14. I got a 149-year-old kid. Well, let's go ahead and fix that. Make that 14. Easy enough to repair. And then I'll just go ahead and put that additional 9-year-old down there. Okay? All right. So let's go get into L2. Let's go get the cefadroxil group. So let's slide the calculator over here so we can see what we're doing. All right. And we've got a 9-year-old, 14, an 8, a 10, a 13, a 7, a 9. I'm going to grab this 9 right here also right away to get that guy out of the way. So 9. And then I'm going to move my calculator back over to the other side here so I can see. So let's see, we had the 9, now we've got an 11, a 16, a 10, and a 12. Okay, and sure enough, got 12 data points in that, so that's good. So I got the right number of data in each one, so that's good. Okay, so they want us to find the mean, the median, and the mode for each of these data sets. So to do that, we're going to go into Stat. I'm going to go to Calc. I'm going to go to one of our stats of L1, and we get the mean, which is 11.364, and then if we scroll down, we'll get the median, which is 11. Okay, so notice those two numbers match up really well. Okay, which is good. It tells us we've got a roughly symmetric distribution. Okay, now they want us to get the mode. All right, well, how are we going to get the mode? Well, unfortunately, the mode doesn't show up in this list. So to get the mode, what we're going to do is go back into Stat, go to Calc. Excuse me, not Calc. We're going to go back and Edit, not Calc yet. And we're going to go to option number 2, which is Sort Ascending for L1. Hit an Enter. Go back into Stat, go to Edit, and we'll see now that our data set is sorted. So we have one 8-year-old, two 9-year-olds, two 10-year-olds, two 11-year-olds, a 12-year-old, and a 14, and two 14-year-olds, and a 17-year-old. Okay, so notice there is no mode for the first group. There isn't a mode because there isn't just one number that has a higher frequency than any of the rest of the numbers in that list. Okay, so for L1 or for the amoxicillin group, there is no mode. All right, let's go do L2 for the cefadroxil group. So go to Stat, go to Calc, go to one of our stats, second L2. Notice I hit the number 2 to get that. That's I got the L2 there. Hit an Enter, and looks like the ages are about 11 again. It's 10.666. Rounding that up, we'd get to about 11 years old for the average age, and scrolling down to the median, we got about 10 years. So it appears that between the two groups, comparing the means and the medians, that there's, they're pretty close, between 10 and 11 years of age. Not a huge difference in the age of the group. So it looks like they probably did a pretty good job of splitting these groups up so that the age will not be a factor in determining the effectiveness of the antibiotic on treating strep throat. Okay? All right, let's go finish up finding the mode for this group. So we're going to go to go to stat, go to number 2 for sort ascending, go to L2. Second to get the L2. There we go. Okay. Hit and enter. So now that's done. So we'll go to stat, go to edit, and go take a look at list 2. And now our data set is sorted over here so we can see if we can find the mode. So it looks like we have 3 9s. Yep, looks like this set has a mode, doesn't it? Looks like 9-year-old is going to be the mode for the second set. Okay, so the most common age in the second group is a 9-year-old. So you could say that maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea to move one of those 9-year-olds over into the first group just to try and maybe balance them a little better with respect to age. That would be one option that you could do. Okay, alrighty then. So this is a fairly short LDI. Hopefully you got it. And the main purpose here, more than anything else, is to make sure you know how to use your calculator to calculate a mean, a median, and a mode.